Streaming is started.
With a very serious study tonight, evolution and the Christian home. And I'm truly humbled that I've been asked to speak upon this subject. Some men who I believe are better qualified, but who I have studied under, and I was telling Joe, I guess it's time in one sense that they know that we have to pass the mantle on in some regards. And those of you who have known Brother Bert Thompson and Wayne Jackson know that these men have studied in this area for a long period of time, and I highly respect their work, and I'll be doing some quoting from them in our study tonight. But each of us have an obligation to look beyond Brother Thompson, Brother Warren, Brother Deaver, Brother Jackson, Brother Major, Brother Bromley, all these men who may have studied in that area. And we each, as Peter has said in 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 15, must be ready to give an answer, literally a defense of the reason of hope that is in us with meekness and fear. Each one of us will need to be able to answer to the atheist, to the evolutionist, why I know that there is a God. Why I know that when God says He created the earth in 6 literal days and everything that is in it, that He did that. It did not take some eon, some vast amount of time that we cannot number. We have no need to be afraid. We have no need to be running and hiding. We have the evidence, we have the ammunition, and we must stand and fight as the army of God. In Proverbs chapter 30, verses 5 and 6, the writer of Proverbs said, "Every word of God is pure. He is a shield of them that puts their trust in thee. Add not to his words, as he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar." To the testimony and to the law. God has given us the evidence that we need to show that what He has said did happen, and for us to show that the evolutionist is not true. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21, Paul has said, "Prove or apply the metallurgical test to all things, hold fast to that which is good." Some of you might say, well, how is evolution a threat to the home? It's not affecting me. You may not see it directly right now, but as we show some things on the overhead and point out some ways in which it is happening, you're going to see how it's affecting you and how it has already and will continue to affect you. What Brother Jay Yeager presented on yesterday about homosexuality is an outgrowth of this whole neo-Darwinism movement. And because of a failure to hold God in respect, Romans 1 verse 28, we have a number of offshoots in this area. Remember the principle that Jesus taught in Matthew chapter 7 verse 17? That we recognize that only good fruit can come from a good tree. Even so, bad fruit comes from a bad tree. Evolution is a bad